Are you aware of this?
I am.
As historians, we have a duty to publish the truth. No exceptions. Otherwise, what are we all doing? Protecting Nazis?
Protecting something else. My hands are tied.
But his are not.
That's right. I have access to the U.S. State Department duplicate files.
Including this.
There's nothing to stop the American government publishing if the British government won't.
I received a visit yesterday afternoon from John Wheeler Bennett, the senior historian in charge of publishing the German war files, who informed me that this government was now left with no choice but to publish certain material which both my predecessor, Winston Churchill, and yours, your late father, tried to suppress.
What material?
The Marburg Files, ma'am.
This was always going to come back to haunt us.
Shortly after the war ended, some British troops...
American
troops arrested a German soldier as he was retreating from...
Treffurt, near Eisenach, in central Germany.
I don't remember the soldier's name.
Lieutenant von Lörsch. When his offices were being evacuated, Dr. Schmidt asked his assistant, von Lörsch, to dispose of all the top-secret papers which he had placed in archives. And von Lörsch duly burned the vast majority. But he secretly kept the most valuable material, hoping to use it to negotiate his freedom and to escape trial. Among the papers which von Lörsch kept back, there was one file pertaining to Anglo-German relations, in particular, the relationship of Nazi High Command with His Royal Highness, the Duke of Windsor.
I think it's fair to say the reality exceeded even our worst fears.
We did everything we could to contain this.
That's your lot?
Unaware that a copy had been sent to the Americans, who are now insisting that this volume of the Marburg Files be published.
And this is the man you inexplicably let back into the country.
Before you make your decision, ma'am, I believe you should be in full possession of the facts.
I've read the Marburg Files.
So have I. I said full possession.
You mean there's more?
Yes, ma'am. The Duke of Windsor made his loyalties clear as soon as he became king. Surrounded himself with a new breed of courtier, men such as Karl, the Duke of Saxe-Coburg, a renowned Nazi. He also shared classified Allied documents with the Duchess of Windsor, who was herself, we believe, sharing a bed, forgive me, ma'am, with the German ambassador, Herr Ribbentrop. It became so bad that the government had to stop putting secret and sensitive papers in his red box. But we needn't have worried, because then we had the abdication. Having promised to retire from public life, we now know that he had no such intention. Why else would the pair of them decide to visit Hitler in Germany? The Führer labeled the trip an unofficial state visit. So it is unsurprising that it was on that same trip, at the home of Herr Hesse, that the plan was hatched. A plan to reinstate the Duke of Windsor as King of England, effectively betraying and dethroning your dear late father in return for German forces being given free rein across Europe. German troops were even promised to quell a colonial rebellion if necessary. And there were visits to SS training schools and early versions of the concentration camps. Now, of course, the full horrors were yet to come. Nonetheless, he visited. When a German aircraft crashed in Belgium carrying Hitler's entire military plan for the invasion of France, Duke wasted no time in letting his Nazi friends know that Allied forces had indeed recovered this priceless information, which gave Germany time to change its plans. And in less than a month, Paris fell to German occupation. But perhaps worst of all, the Duke told the German government that resolve in the United Kingdom in the face of the German aerial bombardment was weakening, and that continued bombing, that is, the continued slaughter of his fellow countrymen and former subjects, would, I quote, soon make Britain ready for peace.